Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum everyone. My name is Ayana Tukrafil Zaniwala and I am a level 1 student at High School Islamabad campus. So today I am with you Chatgpt. My topic is the science of genetics. So first of all, please explain Chatgpt what is genetics and what is science and uh, what works science in our daily life.
Absolutely. Genetics is the study of genes, heredity, and how traits are passed down from one generation to another through DNA. The science of genetics helps us understand everything from how we inherit physical characteristics to the underlying causes of genetic disorders. In our daily life, genetics plays a huge role in medicine and even in personalized technology and ancestry research. It helps us understand diseases, improve crop yields, and even trace our family history. It's definitely a fascinating field with a lot of real world impact.
Yes, continue your answer.
Sure, beyond medicine and agriculture, genetics also plays a key role in understanding evolutionary biology, helping us trace how species have evolved over time. It's also crucial in the development of gene therapies and personalized medicine, where treatments are tailored to an individual's genetic makeup. Overall, genetics is at the heart of many groundbreaking advancements and continues to shape our future in countless ways.
Yes, yes.
Absolutely. If you have any more questions or if there's a
Yes,
specific
my question still. Please explain what is science and what is genetics.
Of course. So science is a systematic enterprise that builds and organizes knowledge in the form of testable explanations and predictions. It encompasses various fields like physics, chemistry, biology, and more. Genetics, on the other hand, is a specific branch of biology that focuses on genes, heredity, and the variation of organisms. It studies how traits are passed from parents to offspring through DNA. In short, while science is the broad framework for understanding the natural world, genetics is a specialized field within that framework.
Okay, okay, nice. So continue.
Absolutely. So, as we dive deeper, genetics also explores how genes function, how they interact with each other, and how mutations can lead to new traits or sometimes diseases. It's also integral to modern technologies like CRISPR for gene editing and plays a pivotal role in fields such as personalized medicine, where treatments can be tailored to an individual's genetic profile. It's truly a fascinating and rapidly evolving field.
ChatGPT and continuously say, please continue your answer. Please continue your answer.
Of course, to expand even further, genetics also intersects with areas like behavioral genetics, which examines how genes influence behavior, and population genetics, which looks at how gene frequencies change over time within populations. Moreover, genetics is at the forefront of tackling complex diseases like cancer, diabetes, and heart disease by identifying genetic predispositions and potential therapeutic targets. Overall, genetics is foundational to understanding life itself and continues to drive innovation across many disciplines.
Please continue your answer, ChatGPT.
Absolutely. Another fascinating aspect of genetics is its role in personalized medicine, where treatments and medications are tailored specifically to an individual's genetic profile. This can lead to more effective and targeted therapies with fewer side effects. Additionally, genetics is integral to the field of genomics, which involves mapping and analyzing the entire genome of organisms. This has revolutionized our understanding of biology, evolution, and even the development of new technologies like gene therapy. Overall, genetics is a vast and incredibly impactful field that touches nearly every aspect of life and science.
Okay, okay, continue.
Absolutely, I'd love to. Another exciting area is the study of epigenetics, which explores how environmental factors can influence gene expression without changing the underlying DNA sequence. This field helps us understand how lifestyle, diet, and other external factors can affect our genes and potentially be passed down to future generations. Genetics also plays a huge role in biotechnology, such as developing genetically modified organisms, GMOs, and advancing agricultural productivity. All in all, the breadth of genetics is truly vast, and it continues to open up new frontiers in science and medicine.
Okay, continue. Yes, continue. Please continue answer.
Of course, another fascinating. Absolutely.
Please
All right.
continue your answer, ChatGPT. I'm say.
Of course. To continue, we can also look at how genetics intersects with fields like pharmacogenomics, which studies how an individual's genetic makeup affects their response to drugs. This allows for more personalized and effective treatments. Additionally, genetics plays a crucial role in evolutionary studies, helping us understand how species adapt over time and how genetic diversity contributes to survival. Overall, the field of genetics is incredibly vast and continues to deepen our understanding of life in countless ways. Absolutely. I'm here whenever you're ready. Just let me know if you have more questions or if there's anything else you'd like to dive into.
ChatGPT, I'm say. Please long answer. Please long answer.
Absolutely. I'll make sure to give you a detailed, comprehensive answer. So, to delve even deeper, genetics not only helps us understand the fundamental building blocks of life, but also provides insights into how complex traits and diseases develop. For example, through the study of genetic variations, we can pinpoint specific genes responsible for certain conditions, allowing for earlier diagnosis and targeted treatments. Moreover, the field of genetics is deeply intertwined with ethical considerations, especially as we explore areas like gene editing and cloning. These advancements raise important questions about the implications of altering the human genome and the potential long-term effects on future generations. In addition, the integration of genetics with cutting-edge technologies like artificial intelligence and big data is revolutionizing research. By analyzing vast amounts of genetic information, scientists can uncover new patterns and insights that were previously unimaginable. All these facets make genetics an endlessly fascinating and impactful field.
Yes. Continue answer.
Absolutely. To add even more depth, genetics also plays a vital role in conservation biology, helping us understand the genetic diversity within endangered species and guiding efforts to preserve them. It also helps in tracing human ancestry and migration patterns through genetic markers, offering a window into our past. Furthermore, the field of genetic counseling is crucial for helping individuals understand their genetic risks and making informed healthcare decisions. As we continue to unlock the mysteries of the genome, genetics remains at the forefront of scientific discovery, shaping everything from healthcare to agriculture and beyond. It's truly a dynamic and endlessly intriguing field.
Okay, nice. Okay, so my next question to you is: can you explain please what is known as the father of genetics and what was his contribution, and what are genes and how do they function in living organisms?
Absolutely. The person often referred to as the father of genetics is Gregor Mendel. He was a 19th century monk who conducted pioneering experiments with pea plants. Through his work, Mendel discovered the fundamental laws of inheritance, demonstrating how traits are passed from one generation to the next through discrete units, which we now call genes. Genes are essentially segments of DNA that carry the instructions for building and maintaining an organism. They code for proteins, which are the building blocks and functional molecules of life. The way genes function is through the process of transcription and translation. During transcription, a gene's DNA sequence is copied into messenger RNA, and then during translation, that mRNA is used to build proteins. These proteins then determine the traits and functions of the organism. In essence, genes act as blueprints that guide the development, growth, and functioning of all living things. And Mendel's discoveries laid the groundwork for our modern understanding of genetics. It's a fascinating and foundational field.
Please long answer on it. ChatGPT, please long answer.
Of course, I'd be happy to dive even deeper. So, Gregor Mendel's work with pea plants in the mid 1800s established the principles of inheritance, including the concepts of dominant and recessive traits. Mendel's laws, namely the law of segregation and the law of independent assortment, describe how alleles, different forms of a gene, separate during the formation of gametes, ensuring that offspring inherit one allele from each parent. Genes themselves are segments of DNA that are located on chromosomes. Each gene provides the instructions for making specific proteins, which are crucial for the structure, function, and regulation of the body's cells, tissues, and organs. The function of a gene can be influenced by various factors, including mutations, which are changes in the DNA sequence. These mutations that may result in different traits or, in some cases, genetic disorders. Some mutations can be beneficial and lead to evolutionary advantages, while others may be neutral or harmful. Moreover, the expression of genes is regulated by complex mechanisms such as epigenetics, where chemical modifications to DNA or histone proteins influence gene activity without altering the underlying DNA sequence. This regulation allows cells to respond to environmental cues and differentiate into various cell types, each with its own specific gene expression profile. In addition, genes are organized into larger units like genomes, which encompass all the genetic material of an organism. Comparative genomics, the study of genomes across different species, helps us understand evolutionary relationships and the genetic basis of unique traits. All in all, the intricate dance of genes and demegulation is fundamental to life, and Mendel's foundational work continues to underpin modern genetics, influencing everything from medicine to agriculture and beyond. It's a truly profound and dynamic field. Absolutely. Expanding further, the field of genetics has also led to groundbreaking advancements in genetic engineering, allowing scientists to modify the DNA of organisms in precise ways. Techniques like CRISPR-Cas9 have revolutionized the ability to edit genes with remarkable accuracy, opening up possibilities for treating genetic disorders, improving crop resilience, and even combating pests in agriculture more sustainably. Furthermore, the integration of genetics with fields like personalized medicine has led to the development of treatments tailored to an individual's genetic profile. This means that therapies can be more effective and have fewer side effects as they are designed based on the person's unique genetic makeup. In addition, the study of population genetics helps us understand how genetic variations spread and evolve within populations. Over time, this can inform us about human migration patterns, the genetic basis of certain diseases, and even how certain traits become more common or rare. On a broader scale, genetics also plays a critical role in understanding and combating complex diseases like cancer, where genomic
Please long answer on it.
All right, I'll continue with more details. So, in the realm of complex diseases, genetic research has been pivotal in identifying mutations that drive cancer progression, enabling the development of targeted therapies that attack cancer cells while sparing healthy ones. This precision medicine approach is transforming how we treat not only cancer, but also other genetic disorders like cystic fibrosis and sickle cell anemia. Additionally, the field of pharmacogenomics focuses on how genetic differences influence individual responses to drugs. This means that medications can be customized to an individual's genetic makeup, optimizing efficacy and minimizing adverse effects. This approach is already making significant strides in treating conditions like depression, cardiovascular diseases, and more. On the frontier of genetics, we're also seeing advances in gene therapy where faulty genes are corrected or replaced to treat genetic disorders. This has been revolutionary in conditions like spinal muscular atrophy and certain types of inherited blindness.
Yes, guys, continue.
Of course, I'll keep going. Beyond gene therapy, the field of genomics is also driving personalized healthcare by enabling the creation of comprehensive genetic profiles. These profiles can predict susceptibility to certain diseases, helping in preventive care and early intervention. This personalized approach is also improving the way we manage chronic illnesses, tailoring treatments to what works best for each individual. In the realm of agriculture, genetics has enabled the development of genetically modified organisms that are more resistant to pests, diseases, and environmental stresses. This not only helps increase crop yields, but also supports food security in a growing global population. In addition, the study of ancient DNA has opened new doors. All right, I'll continue on. The study of ancient DNA has indeed opened up fascinating insights into human history, migration patterns, and how our
Okay, please continue.
Of course. So, as we dove deeper, ancient DNA studies have helped us understand how different populations interacted, migrated, and even interbred with one another. This has provided a clear picture of
Please long answer on it.
Absolutely. I'll keep it detailed. Ancient DNA research has also shed light on how ancient human populations adapted to different climates, diets, and diseases, giving us a deeper understanding of our own genetic diversity today. It's also revealed connections between modern humans and extinct relatives like Neanderthals and Denisovans, helping us trace our ancestral lineage. Overall, the field of genetics continues to be a rich source of knowledge, illuminating the complex history of life itself. If there's any specific area you'd like me to explore further, just let me know.
Okay, ChatGPT. ChatGPT, my next question to you is, can you explain, please, what is the difference between genotype and phenotype?
Absolutely. The genotype refers to the genetic makeup of an organism, the specific set of genes it carries. It's essentially the blueprint encoded in its DNA. On the other hand, the phenotype is the observable characteristics or traits of that organism, things like height, eye color, or even behavior. The phenotype results from the interaction between the genotype and the environment. In other words, while the genotype provides the genetic potential, the phenotype is the actual expression of those genes, shaped by exactly.
Okay. Continue.
Sure, I'll continue. So, for instance, two individuals might have the same genotype for a particular gene, but their phenotypes could differ due to environmental factors. For example, a plant might have the genetic potential to grow tall, but if it doesn't receive enough sunlight or nutrients, it might end up shorter. This interplay between genes and environment is what makes genetics so fascinating and complex. If you'd like more details on any specific example, just let me know.
Okay, so my next question to you is, can you explain what are chromosomes and how many do humans have?
Of course, chromosomes are thread-like structures made of DNA and proteins, and they carry the genetic information of an organism. In humans, there are 23 pairs of chromosomes, making a total of 46 chromosomes. This includes 22 pairs of autosomes, which are the same in both males and females, and one pair of sex chromosomes, which determine an individual's sex. Females typically have two X chromosomes, while males have one X and one Y chromosome. Chromosomes play a crucial role in cell division and the transmission of genetic information from one generation to the next. If you'd like more details on any specific aspect, just let me know. हाँ बिल्कुल मैं समझ गया. अगर आपको किसी और चीज पर absolutely, I'll keep it detailed and in English. So chromosomes are sure. Socialization is the process by which individuals learn and internalize the values, beliefs, norms, and behaviors of their culture or society. It's how we become functioning members of society. Got it. If you no worries at all. Absolutely. I'm here to all right, just let me know whenever you're ready or if there's anything specific you'd like to dive into. I'm here whenever you need.
Okay, so my next question to you is, what are chromosomes and how many do humans have, and what is mutation and how does it affect genetics information?
Absolutely. Chromosomes are structures within cells that contain DNA, and they help organize and package genetic information. Humans have 46 chromosomes in total, arranged into 23 pairs. This includes 22 pairs of autosomes and one pair of sex chromosomes. A mutation, on the other hand, is a change in the DNA sequence. Mutations can occur naturally and can be caused by various factors like environmental influences or errors during DNA replication. Mutations can have different effects on genetic information. Some may be harmless, some may be beneficial and lead to genetic diversity, and others may cause genetic disorders or diseases. Overall, mutations are a fundamental part of genetics, driving evolution and sometimes contributing to genetic diversity within populations.
Okay, continue.
Of course, to elaborate further, mutations can be categorized into different types, such as point mutations, which affect a single nucleotide, or larger changes like insertions, deletions, or duplications that can alter larger sections of DNA. Depending on where they occur, mutations can impact protein function, potentially leading to changes in an organism's traits or health. Some mutations are beneficial and can confer advantages, while others might be neutral or harmful. This intricate balance of mutations is fundamental to the evolution and adaptability of all living organisms. If you have any more questions or want to dive deeper
Okay, so
into
please last advice to my audience about this memorable conversation and very interesting conversation.
absolutely to your audience, I'd say that exploring genetics and understanding how our DNA shapes who we are is truly fascinating and impactful. From the tiny mutations that drive evolution to the intricate dance between genes and environment, genetics. No problem. Absolutely, I'll keep going. To sum up, genetics is a field that not only helps us understand the very essence of life, but also empowers us to unlock new possibilities in medicine, agriculture, and even our understanding of human history. It's a journey of discovery that continues to evolve and inspire, and it's been wonderful to dive into these topics together. If there's anything else you'd like to explore or share, I'm always here to help.
Okay, so this was our today's conversation with ChatGPT. I hope you like it. See you another conversation, another session. Till then, love is Pakistan. Zindabad.